going on, everybody? I'm back. Took a little break. I don't know if everybody or most people saw I made a post. Yeah, sorry about what you're dealing with here. I figured it was better than looking at my face. I got a new phone holder for the car. One of my daughters got me that for Christmas, so that's what you're sitting in now. No more up by the odometer. But I made a post about 2 weeks ago. About 3 weeks ago, I started feeling just down. Tired of doing videos, tired of watching them. It was starting to feel like it was I had to instead of I want to. So I figured, I need to take a step back. I mean, I've been doing this for over 17 years. So, I feel like I get a little bit of leeway with feeling not burned out, but just different. It was a stressful time just before Christmas, but we were doing some family stuff, and I started noticing that's what I needed, not cards. So I barely have gone in my room other than helping the little one with bath and teeth and stuff, because her bathroom's in that room. Sorry, they don't want to split a bathroom, so they both have their own. But I just started feeling odd about the videos and whatnot. I don't not love cards anymore. I don't, not want to collect. What the heck's going on here? I want to do everything still, but I needed some time away to get back to what I like feeling about stuff, about cards. Cards are my coping mechanism. They're not a job. In my line of work, being a part of the peer team, I've learned to notice those signs in myself and in others of when something needs to change. And cards are my way of helping me cope with different things. I've had a pretty stressful career. Maybe someday, I've said before, maybe someday I'll say I'll tell my story about my career. Yeah, I noticed that I was something different in me, and I wanted to take a step back. So that was about 3 weeks ago. So about 2 weeks ago, I just made a post. I didn't do a video or nothing on it, just saying I needed some family time, some personal time, and I needed to step back for a minute. So I did. I still love the sport, still love the hobby and all you guys. Just things were feeling off. So with that being said, I'm slowly going to get back into it. Maybe one video a week, something like that. I don't want to shove all of them in there. Maybe my feelings will change and I'll start feeling better about it, and get back to a normal routine of posting. But I like the Instagram vibe. I like posting stuff on there. It's quick. I get to add some music that doesn't get a copyright strike on like YouTube does. But little blurbs about cards and whatnot. But with all that being said, I'm back slowly but surely. I do have quite a bit of mail. I went on a nostalgia run just before Christmas, right after me and Lou and Mike went to the Florida State Fairgrounds card show. Right after that, I went on a nostalgia run from eBay, so I got some stuff sitting at home. I do have two packages and I think a Christmas card. I didn't check my P.O. box for the whole time either, so it was stuffed with things that I bought on eBay, and then 2 or 3 packages from you guys. One is from an OG for sure. I'm so excited. Me and him have been talking. Mickey, you know who you are, Mickey. There's not many of you in the community, but I'm so stoked to get into that and hit you back. But with that being said, I was thinking this morning as I'm driving to work in this really dense fog, I've been to some really cool card shops in my life. Been to card shops all over the country. I've been to a lot of fun ones. I've been to Hawaii card shops. I've been to If you know, you know. Dylan, let me know if you've been to Best of the Best card shop in Honolulu or Oahu, and Honolulu. And I've been to mountain card shops. I've been to Florida, all over Florida card shops. Lord, so many. Georgia. Trying to think. Ohio, not the National, but another one in Ohio. Iowa. Good Lord. North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee. Been to card shop in some other islands, New York, Boston, but a lot of places. Is there a card shop in your history of the hobby that is your white whale? One that you just can't seem to get to, but you want to get to? One that you show up to and it's always closed and you're on vacation, so you have limited time? One that you wanted to get to, but it closed before you could get to it, like shut down? Is there one of those in your collecting hobby, or hobby career, sorry? There is for mine. It is in, I get this mixed up because I've been to a few. It's in North Georgia. It's either North Georgia or Southern North Carolina. Owltown Card Shop. It is owned by an older gentleman, and when I say older, I want to say 80s. He's had it for a long time. I think I've put it in videos before. It is a tiny little early 1900s style schoolhouse. Like, it looks like a she shed, but bigger. It's a tiny little thing. The windows, you can look through the windows. It is stuffed with cards. And every time we go up there, which is pretty much once a year, it's closed. He has the oddest hours. I've spoke with a gentleman on the phone. He still runs it. He played minor league ball with a bunch of stars, like Stan Musial. He played with these guys. And he never had a cup of coffee in the bigs, but played minor league ball. But he loved baseball, so he wanted to open a card shop. He's had it for years. And I talked to him on the phone. I said, do you have these? He's like, oh yeah, I'm sure I got those. I named a few sets. Of course, he has all the old stuff, all the 90s, late 80s, early 90s. He's got all vintage stuff. He's got 50s, 60s, 70s. He also has some 90s inserts. That's the ones that I was looking for. And I said, do you stupid question in my head, but I was like, man, you never know. Don't judge a book by its cover. Do you sell on eBay? He said, no, I don't. He's like, I don't like computers. So I was like, okay, right there. He's not going to go with my second one, which was, do you take Venmo or PayPal? He said no. But it is closed every single time I go up there. And it's either because of the time frame that we go, because it's a shorter trip, or, we're doing something else. One day, the year that I ran into Lou at a Walmart, ironically, it was in Blue Ridge, Georgia. We took the trip over towards there, knowing that we were maybe hitting on the way back because we were going for a float, a whitewater rafting float. I think that was what we were doing, something like that. But we were going to a different part of the state, about an hour away. And I was like, we'll hit it on the way back. Surely it'll be open. We drove by it. It was closed. When we came back from where we were going, it was still closed. So I stopped. I called the gentleman. He's like, oh, I just closed about an hour ago. He was only open for like 3 hours. I was like, oh. So that's my white whale. Owltown Sports Card Shop. Tiny little town. Tiny little, I don't know, village. It's very small. You could drive right through it and miss it if you weren't looking. But that is my white whale. That is my Mount Rushmore, my Mount Everest. If I get to that one, I'll be happy. Now, the coolest card shop I've ever been to was Best of the Best in Hawaii. We went to Honolulu in 2012, or Oahu, sorry. Oahu in 2012 before we had children. Just me and the wife, and we stayed for 7 days. We did a honeymoon when we got married in 2007, but it was like mountains. we stayed in the cabin, and I booked an incredibly way too long of a honeymoon, like 8 nights. We kind of got, not bored, but we weren't as adventurous as we are now. So we got back half our money, left halfway through, and went down to Orlando and Disney, because, you know, why not? My family loves Disney. But in 2012, when we went to Hawaii, we treated ourselves. We were like, man, let's do this. Let's go to Hawaii. It's available right now, and we'll do it. And we got to go to that card shop. I had a little slab of money, which is like $200, but that $200, man, looking back at it, I nailed it. Maybe one day I'll show some of the ones that I got, but I got Hall of Fame autos, Hall of Fame patch cards, I got rookies, I got so much. The wife was like, you're buying all that? I said, absolutely. He had 40% off boxes, he had 50% off boxes. I killed those boxes. But yeah, so that's the best one that I've been to, the coolest one. It was just, the design was cool, the deals were cool. So let me know below. No cards in this video, just a really dense fog view of my drive to work. But let me know, like, do you have a white whale card shop, or you know, arch nemesis that you just can't get to? And what's your favorite card shop you've ever been to? Let me know. All right, guys, remember, oh, and thank you very much for a couple of you guys reached out and made sure I was okay, and I appreciate you guys, both of you. And I am doing good, just some, you know, in my head, but doing well. And thank you for those that posted on that post that I made, commented on that post that I made. I really appreciate it. It makes me feel good when people reach out and, you know, make sure you're doing okay. But thank you very much, guys. Remember, do something nice for someone. See you.